Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Fakhrul Aqiuddin bin Muhammad Nasir. My metric number is CE210147. So for this project, I will take part to explain for the introduction. So for the project background, an electrical vehicle, or as known as EV, has been trending in its use nowadays. The EV fully uses the battery it needs to be charged after a few hours of driving. So for instance, the most popular brand is Tesla, which is one of the biggest EV manufacturers in the world. So in this project, the author needs to design a mini prototype of EV that needs to control the speed neither rotating clockwise or nor anti-clockwise. So the project scope is that designing a mini prototype electrical vehicle need to take a few consideration factors such as the source available, the speed requirement, the weight of the car, and cost. Thus, balancing these factors and coming out with an effective design that can perform a certain task can be very challenging task. So in this project, the author needs to propose a design of a mini electrical vehicle, which the goal is to control the motor speed by using any methods that thinks suitable to achieve the goal. So for instance, the author decided to use Arduino IDE as a microcontroller unit to control the speed as well as the implementation of the Internet of Things (IoT). So the objective, we have three objectives in this project, which the first is to design and control the speed of the DC motor. Second, to demonstrate the prototype and simulation using an Arduino microcontroller. And the last one is to analyze a suitable converter or driver circuit for speed control of a mini electrical vehicle. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Aiman bin Muhammad Rafie, matrix number DE200048. Okay, I will explain about the part of methodology. Part of methodology we covered with 4 chapters, which is first one is flow chart, schematic diagram, hardware development and software development. For the part of flow chart, they divided by 2 parts, which is anti-clockwise systems and clockwise system. Okay, first thing first, we'll define the input of the component, which is push button, potentiometer and DC motor. Then potentiometer and motor driver will on conditions. After that, we'll divide by 2 conditions, which is push button will clockwise and push button anti-clockwise. If both of push button are on conditions, DC motor will rotating clockwise or anti-clockwise, depends on directions, and then the system will end. We're going for the second part, which is schematic diagram. Schematic diagram we are created by using Proteus 8 professional software. For Figure 2.2 shows that the connections for the component system. We can look that the potentiometer will connect to A0 on the Arduino Uno pin, while the rest will connect to the ground and power. After that, push button will connect pin 13 and for clockwise, and pin 12 for anti-clockwise on the Arduino Uno, and the rest will connect to the ground, and the motor driver module will connect to the pin 11 and 10 on the Arduino Uno. After that, it also connect to the supply and ground pin, and the last, the DC motor will connect to the motor driver module pin 1 and pin 2. For the part of hardware development, in these sections we discuss for the fundamental of hardware development for the purpose project. In this project, we are use several components such as Arduino Uno board, DC motor and motor driver. For the software development, in this session we discuss about the fundamental of software development for this project. In this project, we are use 2 types of software, consists of Arduino IDE software and the Proteus 8 professional software. For the Arduino IDE software, we are used to create a coding for Arduino board, and the Proteus 8 professional software are used to create a schematic diagram for this system. I think that's all for me. Thank you.
My name is Muhammad Hafizuddin DE200106, and I will explain for the simulation part. So for the simulation, we use Proteus 8 professional to simulate this project. And the component we use is potentiometer, Arduino Uno, push button, 2 push button, and DC motor and motor driver L298N. So for this Arduino, we use the coding. This coding. The first step is we declare the pin for the Arduino. So for port pin is potentiometer pin. We use A0. Clockwise pin we use 13. Anti-clockwise 12. For pin 1 is in 1 at the motor driver is 11, and pin 2 is in 2 is 10. So in port value equal to 0, motor value equal to 0, clockwise state equal to 0, and anti-clockwise state equal to 0. So at the void setup, we declare the pin mode. Clockwise is input pull up, and for the anti-clockwise same as clockwise, which is input pull up. For the pin 1 and pin 2 is output. So at void loop, the port value, which is potentiometer value, analog read at port pin. It will read the data at the potentiometer, and motor value equal to map port value 0, 1, 0, 2, 3, 0, and 255. For clockwise state equal to digital read at clockwise, and anti-clockwise state digital read at anti-clockwise pin. So if clockwise state equal to low, the analog write pin 1, it will see the value at motor value, this motor value, and pin 2 is low. So as if anti-clockwise equal to low, analog write pin 2, it will read the data at motor value, and digital write pin 1 is low. So as pin 1 and pin 2 is low. So we run the simulation. So we can see the potentiometer is low. So when we push the clockwise button, the DC motor will rotate slow at clockwise. So when we increase the potentiometer, the speed will increase, and if we increase to the maximum, the rotating speed for the DC motor clockwise is increased. So the same as anti-clockwise. So the anti-clockwise speed for at potentiometer maximum, we can see the DC motor rotating at anti-clockwise at full speed, and when we increase the potentiometer, the speed will decrease, and if we increase it again, the speed will become so slow. So that's all for the simulation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Okay, my name is Mohd Hazmie bin Halim, and I will be explain about for the demonstration part. Okay, so without wasting any time, this all our product for our project, which is included with Arduino Uno. This is Arduino Uno. This is the potentiometer. This is the push button 1 and 2. This is for the clockwise, and the smaller one is for the anti-clockwise. And all this jumper is for the connection. So this is the motor drive, and this is the wheel as a prop. Then this is the DC motor 6 volt. Okay, so let's go to the demonstration. Okay, so I will push the push button for the clockwise. So then I will push the push button for the clockwise. So the wheel will moving clockwise. Then I will control the potentiometer for the speed. I will up for high speed. So the wheel will get more speed. Okay, so next I will push the push button for the anti-clockwise. This the smaller one, push button. Then I push. So this is the wheel moving at speed, high speed. Then I will go slow for the speed. So the wheel will be slow. And that's all for the demonstration.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Aqil bin Zulkarnaini, and my metric number is AE190110. So I will present for the literature review part and the conclusion part. So first, for the literature review, we choose from 4 different references to write the literature review part. For the first reference, it was from Wikimedia Foundation, and it was published on 29 January 2023, and the title name is Electric Vehicle. For the second reference, the author was Ajanovi, and it was published on 30 January 2015, and the title name is The Future of Electric Vehicles, Prospect and Impediments. For the third reference, the authors were Sun X, Lee, Z, Wang X, and Lee, and it was published on 23 December 2019, and the title name is Technology Development of Electric Vehicles, a Review. And for the fourth reference, the authors were Sanguesa, J. A. Torresans, V. Garrido, P. Martinez, F. J. and Marquez Barha. It was published on 15 March 2021, and the title name is A Review on Electric Vehicles, Technologies and Challenges. So the blue line is the website. So these are all of the references that we have used to write the literature review. Next, for the conclusion for this group assignment project for electrical drive course, with the knowledge of electric drive that we have studied, we got to learn how to analyze a suitable converter, drive a circuit for speed control of DC motor for mini electric vehicle application. Besides, we also acquired the skills to demonstrate the electrical drive system for the chosen tools that we have utilized, such as Arduino microcontroller, DC model drive and speed controller, together with gain experience working in group to solve complex engineering problems. This project has progressed to the point of designing a speed control for mini electric vehicle prototype model. Consequently, it also helped in improving our ability to think in detail in designing and applying the knowledge of electric drives. In addition, we can apply those skills that we have learned about this electric drive project in the future endeavors. That's all from all of us. Thank you.